Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Black Metal and Brews, a series related to the website of the same name, in which I drink beer and listen to tapes, and hope that you sit through at least the first 45 seconds. Tonight, we've got a fine program scheduled for you, at least one that I feel will be quite fine. Just a second, I've realized that I left my bottle opener behind the camera. In the mysterious zone that you never see. Ooh. Tonight, we've got a great tape, and I'll admit it's a tape I haven't listened to on cassette format yet. I've been listening on Bandcamp because the things in this little pouch are so well packed in there that I've been a little afraid to open it for fear I couldn't put them back in, and since I knew I'd film a video, this will be fun. Today, we are visiting with Old Witch and the seasonal our special ale from Anchor Brewing. It's the 40th anniversary edition of their seasonal winter ale. So in keeping it wintry, I figured a great Black Doom album would go well with that. This came from the label October's Rituals, and I have a special edition that's only available to me and I guess press? I don't know if I count as press, but I figured I'd open this for you folks. First off, you can see other editions don't have anything different, just the pouch is a different color and possibly the tape is a different color, to my recollection. I'll admit I'm kind of bad at that. So you can see kind of nice, soft, oh gosh, I don't remember the name of the material. Beautiful little pouch here though. Got two little scrolls which I'll be showing soon enough. This was the part that made me not open it yet. I have no idea what that is. I'm kind of excited though. If you guys like this, I may do more like unboxing type videos soon. Incense. Had I a burner on hand, I'd utilize it. These are for it. Perhaps in the future, I'll get my proper ambiance going. This is all bubble wrapped. Ooh, look at that. So you can see there's the album cover. On this side, they got the little October's Rituals little design there with a wax seal and everything. Oh, it's lovely. I'm a sucker for this, and I'm just so excited. We're gonna get right started right up. Right started. So, right from the beginning here, we are listening to Old Witch. Kind of takes a second to hum on in. And we're drinking Anchor Steam's Our Special Ale, the 2014 edition. Alright, so there's that pour for you. Look at that. Look at that little froth just coming on out to say hello. Bubbling. Sometimes when I watch it bubble up, I think of Ghostbusters and that river of slime in the second one. I don't know. Maybe just me. I'm of the perfect generation for all things Ghostbusters. I went to school dressed as a Ghostbuster when I was a youngin', because I just thought there was nothing cooler. So, that's a complete non sequitur, but I don't know, I was just thinking of that river of slime. So, you can see that's pretty firm. Well, you can't see how firm it is, but there you go. It's like creme brulee or something there. You could put a torch to it and it'll never go away. So you can probably hear that kind of building ambiance. Well, I hope you can hear it. You can probably hear my tape deck a little louder. There we are. So that kind of hum, the feedback building in. Old Witch has great things in store for us. I know what they are. You're about to find out what they are. I'm going to try and unfurl these little scrolls, which I'll never be able to put back together, but all for the sake of a good video. Yeah. So this is a special edition one. There are copies of this very special edition that are being buried. And yes, I say buried oddly. It's kind of on purpose. I believe they're being buried in the Illinois region in which the label head resides. So most of the special editions of this actually were not sent out. I think only myself and one other publication received them. But the rest are being buried. And if you happen to dig one up, there's instructions in there. So I'm not going to give that away. That's special. Maybe this one is in every edition. My apologies. Yes, we have the track listing for this album. The first track is Funeral Rain, which we are enjoying. I'll also say there is a bonus track on the tape edition here that is not in other versions. Which I did already know. It's on the Bandcamp. It indicates that. It's called Old Spirits Off the Thickets. It'll be fun for me to hear this for the first time. So you can kind of hear, you got almost that burning witchy vibe. Just really ferocious, big, you know, that gnarly, shrill vocal. I love it. Just really kicks on in. There's a lot to digest here. Finally, I have this little envelope here, and I'll admit, again, I am not sure if this is just for my edition. But goodness, look at that. We've got well, pentagram in an arborist, no less, and a serpent. Pretty cool. This is beautiful, and it sounds great, really great through my speakers. So the ale got a lot of nutmeg, clove, big spice nose. Very appropriate for a dark winter ale. You know, you think about traditionally. I mean, it's been warm here in Portland, Oregon, but you get a cold winter, you want something big to fend it off. What's better than a spicy, big beer? This isn't too boozy, though, which is nice. A lot of winter warmers overwhelm you with that. 5.5% alcohol, you're not going to taste that alcoholic, acidic, after a sip. Instead, what we got is actually a relatively mild, kind of nutty, malty beer. Just light on the caramel. The sweetness is more in the nose than anything. The spice, for that matter, too, is more in the nose. Really just got almost, I'll say, brown ale-esque presentation here. You know, what hops are here are very much to the back. It's not particularly bitter. It doesn't, you know, but it does have a little bit of that dry characteristic. Kind of nice for a beer like this. And you can see it's dark, but it's not super thick. The foam, the lacing is certainly dense. And it's nice. It's really kind of slowly unleashing aroma instead of having it all up front and dissipating. Angerstein's had way too long to craft the perfect beer. And while I don't know if I'd say this is perfect, it's one of the more enjoyable winter ales I've had this season. A lot of them are either too up front on all the spice and then it goes away, or they're too boozy, or just simply put, you know, they're not interesting enough. And of course, you know, those aren't being featured here because I'm never going to drag somebody, but, you know, this is a great one. I believe it's kind of leaving shelves, or maybe it already has. I bought this in December. As many of you know, I was sick most of December. Life happens, and sometimes things don't go as planned. Sorry about that. So I realize this is also the second video in a row with a doomy heavy band with witch in the name. I'm sure you guys can hear there's quite a distinction here. I couldn't help but call that out, though. Anyway, beer is good. Tape is good. I think most of you would agree with that if you have similarity in taste. In the very near future, I'm probably going to do some interesting videos that are going to be variants on this sort of thing. I'm going to be discussing more of that with some of my Patreon followers and really kind of bounce ideas off them. But you know, you can be involved in this discussion if there's something interesting or different you'd like to see, something unconventional. leave a comment on YouTube. Send me an email, blackmetalandbrews@gmail.com. Tweet at me. Send a carrier pigeon if you know how to do that and have an idea where I live. I'm scared of you if you know where I live and send a carrier pigeon. I'm scared of you. But I'll be excited to see what it has to say, and then I will file a restraining order and we'll all be better off. Anyways, it's evident that my lack of sense of humor is not helping me here. I'm just ready to sit and enjoy this beer and enjoy this tape. And I think it's time for you folks to go out and place an order from October's Rituals for this tape. It's spelled with a V, so just look up October's Rituals, but writ vowels, and for extra cult points there. Enjoy yourselves. Get some good music in your life. This is a great tape. It's Come Morning Come was originally released in 2013, I believe, but it wasn't released on cassette, so this is your first chance. Get on it while you can, because this is great. I'm so flattered that I was sent this, and I'm glad to have a good beer to pair it with. If you can't find this beer, you'll find a new iteration of it come December. It'll be the 41st. Dear God, that's a lot of years. I've not been alive that long. I will never be alive as long as this series, because it'll always be a year ahead. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great night. Drink safely and in good health. Cheers.